Hey Raiders, it's me, Mrs. Swanson, and I'm coming to you from Raider Blue to talk to you about one of Stuart Gibbs' excellent books. It's called Belly Up. And you've probably recognized his name maybe from the book Space Case or Space Camp. He's got a whole series. But this book is a little bit different. This is another mystery case, but it starts out with a 12-year-old, much like yourself, named Teddy Theodore Roosevelt Fitzroy. And you probably recognize that name, and you should. But he kind of feels like he's got a murder on his hands, and he feels like people are kind of coming after him. He thinks that this hippopotamus, Henry, was killed, was murdered. And the zoo's top officials say, absolutely not. No, this hippopotamus went belly up in the natural way, hence where they get the title. But Teddy and his feisty friend, Summer, they have a different idea. Now, we all know that authors try to pull you in. We're going to read the lead, but this time when we read the lead, I really want you to look for some piece of figurative language or sensory detail, just like we've been practicing writing ourselves. Here we go. Stuart Gibbs, Belly Up. Henry goes belly up. I'd just been busted for giving the chimpanzees water balloons when I first heard something was wrong at Hippo River. Large Marge was the only one who caught me, no surprise there. Marge O'Malley was a security guard, but all she did on most days was follow me around, waiting for me to cause trouble. I saw her slinking after me all the time. She'd always try to hide behind the rocks and the trees and stuff, but it was never hard to spot her. Well, because Marge was built like a rhinoceros. You're in big trouble this time, Teddy, she snarled. She was making a big show of apprehending me in front of a crowd of tourists, shoving me up against the rail of the chimp exhibit and frisking me for weapons. Almost like I was a mugger in some urban alley instead of just a 12-year-old boy at Fun Jungle. It was the newest, most family friendly theme park in the world. Why don't you arrest some real criminals for once? I asked. Right now, you're the only person I see making trouble, she responded. That's just because you're not paying attention. It was true. See, half the park guests broke the rules. There were signs posted everywhere telling them not to feed the animals or bang on the glass of their exhibits or harass them in any way, but they did it all anyway. Only 10 feet from where Marge was patting me down, an entire family was pelting a baby chimp with peanuts. They weren't trying to feed it, which would have been bad enough. The animals had very restricted diets to keep them from getting sick. They were laughing every time one of those peanuts hit them. Watch this, said the dad. I bet I can hit him right in the head. Right as he was about to let fly, though, a huge red water balloon sailed out of the chimp exhibit and nailed him in the face. It exploded on contact, drenching the dad. Before he could recover, another balloon hit him again, and another, and another. The chimps were fighting back, just as I'd hoped. See, that's why I armed them. If the security guards weren't going to protect the animals, then I figured I ought to help the animals protect themselves. After all, how would you like it if someone banged on your windows and chucked peanuts at you all day? Now, he kind of alluded to that, but Teddy, remember the character we met? He actually armed those chimps with water balloons because he thought the security guards weren't doing anything. He now thinks they're not doing something about the hippopotamus that passed away. Check out Belly Up whenever you get a chance. It's going to be a great read. Check out any other book by Stuart Gibbs. I know so many students come up to me each day to try to find a new title. This might be it.